All right, I'm getting hyped this morning. It's bullish news every day, every single day. It's every day, bro. Disney Channel flow. What might be announced at Solana breakpoint? Likely Axelar bridge for XRP and RLUSD to flow directly into the Solana ecosystem. Why? Lend, borrow, yield farming, arbitrage on Soldex, stake in pools, XRP in game/NFTs, RLUSD payments. Bring it home. I think XRP should have the largest flag, but that's just me. And Bitcoin, I guess Bitcoin's going to be up there. Guys, it's looking likely that at least this moment in time, we were always saying, to me, it was the 50-50 coin flip of if they were going to go and try to take Sailor out, but Sailor has that, 20 months cushion of cash reserve. So I do think the market will pick up before then. So as of right now, it's looking like Sailor's going to get out of this. Dude, today is the Fed rate cut. Oh my God. The market is not acting like anything is bullish, which is mind-boggling. That tells you everything you need to know, that at least it seems like we're on the right track, and people will say the opposite. Oh, the prices are moving. It's all bullshit. I don't know what to tell you. Has anyone noticed the timing? The next set of ETF plus index filings hit the tape exactly 2 full business days after XRP was knighted by the CFTC. 2 days! Not random, not coincidence. A regulatory green light followed by immediate product construction. And look at the index weighting. Deliberate, measured, mechanically aligned with a commodity framework, not a crypto lottery ticket. The trust, CFTC knighted, commodity. What? The road didn't just open. It went from a 45-mile-per-hour back road to a 75-mile-per-hour 4-lane interstate overnight, especially if the Solana thing ends up coming to fruition. And we haven't even talked about collateral or collateralizing yet, and what that means. If 99% of the country understood what crypto isn't, they'd finally understand what it is. Now, here's the part most people misread. The next big signal, some see it as a negative. It's not. It's very possible it'll drop next week. Some people won't know it when they see it or when they read it. He's being very ambiguous right now. You're watching every major regulator coordinate at the same time. CFTC, SEC, OCC, FDIC, the DTCC. Not that they're like coordinated on the same front, but they just now threw that out into the open, the 24/5 trading that they want to go towards. NASDAQ still wants to go that way. And yes, several others have stepped in publicly in the last week, all pushing toward the same outcome. This is what market structure alignment looks like. This is how rebalancing windows get formed. This is how liquidity gets migrated. This is how things get done quickly once the blueprint is approved. Get the stamp of approval. The filings aren't noise. They're the tell. We are on the precipice of greatness. I know we've been saying this since 2017 now, but we're fine. We are close, guys. You guys know it. There's still the bots in the comments. It's a scam. Okay, cool. I don't know what to tell you. You got a fucking wind-up monkey for a brain in your skull. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, XRP Army, are you ready? Says 21 shares. It's about time, 21 shares. 21, can you do something for me? Digital Perspective says, what if this were... Oh, let me read this first. From Mac Attack XRP. What a name. I kind of regret having my name be Economic Mike, dude. When I see names like this, Mac Attack. I should have been like fucking something. If someone said Economic, that wouldn't have been too bad. Rumors and speculation abound, but Ripple has not yet announced an official public plan for exactly how it will handle the eventuality of the Clarity Act becoming law and requiring it to reduce its XRP holdings below the 20% threshold. This is a huge topic of debate, but I believe that they get a 4-year window after to figure it out. So they got 4 years. I'm sure they already had an idea of what their plan was going to be. Maybe they don't actually own all of it. Maybe it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to get rid of it and part ways. We're going to find out. I mean, people still don't take that into consideration. At least how it stands right now, we're thinking that they have to abide by this rule. Ripple XRP escrowed 34 billion XRP on December 10th, so they must divest, transfer, or burn over 14 billion. I don't know if they'd burn. I don't know. The Clarity Act will pass the Senate in Q1 2026. All right, well, you're just assuming the motherfucker. What if this requirement is not an issue because we find out Ripple doesn't own the majority of the XRP escrow because they pre-allocated option contracts to the biggest players around the world? You know, the same way they did pre-allocated option contracts for R3, 5 billion XRP, Greg Kidd, 1 billion XRP, or do you believe Ripple did it just for them and no one else? That's what it comes down to, drawing the lines in your head waiting. Many don't know in the early days, Ripple conducted XRP giveaways to increase adoption. It is extremely naive to believe the escrow has not been used in the same way at the institutional level as a strategic weapon for adoption. Really? They're saying in 2012 and 2013, Ripple Labs, then called OpenCoin, wow, that's way back, ran a well-documented XRP giveaway program, often called the World Community Grid giveaway or computing bounty. Users who donated computing power to Folding at Home or similar projects could earn XRP. Tens of thousands of people received anywhere from a few hundred to tens of thousands of XRP this way. Wow, imagine being one of those guys. Forum and Bitcoin Talk giveaways. Jed McCaleb, Chris Larson, and early team members personally gave away or sold XRP very cheaply on Bitcoin Talk and the Ripple forums. Some users reported receiving 10,000 to 50,000 XRP just for signing up or posting. Yo, what the hell, dude? I got to get on that. Yo, imagine. I was sitting there fucking playing MW2 with my boys till like 3 in the morning. I love those memes. I'm sitting there doing asinine shit. Meanwhile, people are buying Bitcoin. Little do they know it could be the greatest decision of their life. Back then, 2008, 2009, all this shit. Direct grants to developers and businesses. Ripple gave millions of XRP to early payment companies, banks, and developers to encourage them to build on the Ripple protocol or use XRP. And referral and sign-up bonuses in 2013 and 2014. The official Ripple.com site had a referral program where new users got 50 to 200 XRP for signing up. Wow. That'd be beautiful. People also not, like, remember when Ashton Kutcher went on the Ellen Show and was showing off XRP? It was very bizarre to me that was a place. I don't know. I just thought that whole stunt was weird. Here we go. We got Gemini. Gemini kissing Ripple's toes yet again. Exploring fast settlement makes every payment feel limitless. What are you saying, Gemini? What are you saying? Come out and fucking say it. Spit it out, please. We know what you're saying. We see the X. What else do we see? Oh, we see the R, we see the P, and we see the L. We see it. Still working on believing. I think Ripple is going to be the... I think they're going to be the Mac Daddy, as I keep saying. These guys were all anti-this, anti-that, anti-Brad, XRP itself, whatever the case. Fuck them, we don't need them. We got our own thing. And then Ripple tosses them a check, and then they finally realize... Oh, we're fucking stupid. We can make money together. There you go. That's how, unless it was all strategic from the beginning, you know? But money, people like to not believe that money can buy influence. Hence why all the crypto guys are now in there funding the ballroom, the other big tech companies too. But that's why lobbying is still very much alive and well, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever the fuck you want to say. The hell is this, dude? Who is Katie Miller, and why are they in like a, what is this?
Who do you look up to the most?
Who do you look up to the most, yo?
Who do you look up to the most?
The Creator.
What's your current position on God?
Creator.
God is the Creator.
You don't believe in
What?
God, though, do you?
Well, I believe this universe came from something. People have different labels.
Who do you look up to the most?
He's a freaky guy, dude, sometimes when he talks. The Creator. What do you mean, the Creator? Just what are you talking about? Yo, Tether Paolo Ardogno. As an Italian, I am truly proud of Tether's investment in generative bionics. Robotics will undoubtedly be an integral part of the future of our society. Italy has now has the opportunity to be a leader in the international level. Yeah, that's what we need. We need Tether offshore. Fucking, what is this?
Per fare innovazione vera abbiamo bisogno di capitali pazienti. Questo è l'elemento fondamentale. Quindi
I don't speak Italian. I am Italian, but I don't speak it. Yo, here we go. Caroline Pham, dude. Caroline Pham has been stepping it up like no tomorrow, bro. Look at that. Lock in. Look at that. Mary. Look at that. OCC. December 9th, 2025. Acting Chairman Pham announces regulatory clarity for U.S. access to markets. Commodities Future Trading Commission Acting Chairman Caroline D. Pham today announced the Market Participants Division of Clearing and Risk, and Division of Market Oversight issued a no-action letter to harmonize 3 separate definitions of U.S. person. Among other things, under the CFTC's Dodd-Frank Act cross-border swap framework, the letter simplifies and consolidates existing no-action positions that address almost 15 years of regulatory uncertainty and promotes harmonization with Securities and Exchange Commission regulations. It honestly is baffling that they've been... That it's even been allowed for them to be this incompetent for this long. Like, no, or it was all by design because it's all of it fucking corrupt to the core. It's wild. Like, they literally get paid, not now, because now they're doing something. I'm just saying for all this time, and majority, they sit there to get paid to do nothing. Wouldn't that be lovely? Well, they get paid to do something to fuck over literally every average person. Yo, Ripple, mapping out the future of finance. The Ripple Swell 2025 includes themes such as utility is the first priority. Financial assets are all moving on chain. Yep. Institutional adoption has already crossed the experimentation threshold. Global regulatory standards are now the inevitable policy frontier. Then why the F are we still sitting at 206? I just, First Ledger responded to the Solana thing. What? Oh my God, what does this mean? And the David Schwartz, for the first time in my life, I think I'm pleasantly confused. I think you know what's going on, David Schwartz from GuitarJams.com. Kraken coming out here. Time to sleep, little bear. I don't know about that. We're retracing yet again this $2. Boop, 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 this $2 and $2.15 range, back and forth. SpaceX is planning, apparently, planning to go public at $1.5 trillion valuation in 2026, the largest IPO in history, Bloomberg report. If that happens, that'll actually be insane. And it just doesn't seem... It seems too coincidental yet again for me that all of his advancements with Starlink and all this shit are converging at the same time, obviously with AI and the robotics and crypto. It's all happening at the same time. In X payments, if you do not think this is in the same realm of the plan with whenever X payments actually happens, I don't know. I don't know. In my mind, it just seems like that's his chess move, and people don't bring up anymore. Remember when him and Trump and the administration had their falling out or whatever, and he showed up to the White House with a black eye, and then there were reports that the exchange between him and I think Scott Besson or something got heated. So then fucking obviously Scott, I don't know if it was Scott Besson or someone in the administration fucking socked him, black eye, and then he's standing behind Trump with a black eye. And then they ask, and he's like, "Oh, I was roughing around with my son." Bro, your son's 2 years old. Unless he's literally John Jones. I don't know if he's stabbing you in the eye with a right hook. I don't know. Senator Loomis just said the Bitcoin crypto market structure bill is about to pass in 2 weeks. Well, it's not the Bitcoin crypto market. It's the market structure bill. Oh, what a lovely video. Am I stupid? Why can't I hear it? There's no audio. There's no one in the comments. Bro, what the fuck? I would love to hear my wife, Senator Loomis, dude, sit there. Who the hell are these biddies up here? Where are we at? December 8 in Washington? What is this? DC FinTech? What is that? The Blockchain Association. Yo, you got to get her out of here. You got to get her out of here. You kidding me? You cannot trust her. Oh, thank you, Coinbase. A rocky November may have set the stage for a December to remember. Positioning reset in November. Open interest across Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Perps was down 16% month over month. U.S. spot ETFs saw $3.5 billion Bitcoin and $1.4 billion ETH in outflows. So why the cautious optimism? Because speculative excess has been flushed out. Our systemic leverage ratio, which tracks purely speculative positioning, has stabilized at 4 to 5% of total market cap, down from 10% this summer. Lower leverage equals healthier market structure, plus less vulnerability to sharp drawdowns heading into year end. That's what they wanted. They do not want anyone getting rich off of fucking leverage. Are you kidding me? And yet again, these morons who still use it, they can see it. You show your fucking poker hand as you're playing the game. And you don't think you're not going to get bent over and fucking done in by Big Bubba? I mean, come on. What are people thinking, man? I'm going to use leverage again, even though I just lost all my money. Yeah, keep doing it. That's exactly what happened. After October, and people are still using it. Like, it is a casino, but that's what happens when you treat it like a casino. This is where the big bucks are at. The OCC comptroller, Jonathan Gould, says crypto companies could be treated no differently than banks when seeking federal charters. Ripple National Trust. That's got such a nice ring to it. Ripple National Trust Bank. Oh, it defeats the whole purpose of crypto. They're becoming a... Shut the fuck up. Shut up. They can control anything. Whatever they want to control, they're going to control, bro. Yo, but Zcash is so private and it was pumping because it's great. Zcash, no one cared about it until last week when it pumped fucking 40,000%. Yeah. You see who he was communicating with in the early days? The Big E. Oh, what a shock. Oh, what a shock. I mean, so then I read this by Polymarket. Breaking, powerful solar eruption projected to hit Earth soon. May disrupt technology. And I immediately thought false flag. Cyber attacks and bullshit. But then readers added context. The G3 storm watch for today is not an uncommon occurrence. They occur 200 times a year on average, every solar cycle, 11 years. The effects are very minor. Okay, I agree with this heavy. That's what I thought of when I was reading this the other day too. Whoever is running the Solana marketing department needs a raise. Now they do. There's now a lot of other accounts jumping on the XRP bandwagon, it seems, in terms of trying to just gain engagement. By posting about it, because it is their most viewed fucking tweet is about XRP, and now all of a sudden the conversations, and if they were smart, yeah, they would befriend the XRP community, because I know people roll their eyes when others say this, but it is by far the strongest community in crypto. It doesn't mean there's not kooks and quacks and psychopaths in it. There is in every one of these little subdivisions of this, whatever this is, the crypto sphere you want to call it. They would be smart to befriend us, because that's the thing. Like, I don't even want to fucking beef with you guys. Like, let's work together and make some motherfucking money. Not that I'm in there running Ripple or anything like that, but in terms of, like, no, who cares? Work your shit out, get together. I'm sure Brad and Lindy Loom, whatever her name is, head of Solana Foundation, they were on stage cozying up. Saw Brad shooting her the look, shooting her that little bit, that eyebrow. You saw that? He was doing that on stage, and she was getting all a little bit flustered. Yo, Dom says Bitcoin is officially up 0% this year. I'd like to see what XRP is. Just in 21 Capital, CEO Jack Mahlers says we are going to buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. You do that, Jack.
We're going to acquire as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. I mean, I think it's crazy that we own over 4 times the amount of Bitcoin Coinbase does, and this is my first day in the
okay,
markets.
Jack.
But, you know, we also want to build massive businesses, and I think the markets will appreciate, you know, Tether's no slouch to that. We're going.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He's in bed with the Cantor and the Lutnicks and the Tether, and it's the business wars now. There's the Bitcoin faction, there's the XRP faction, there's the Solana faction, but then I think in the end, they're all going to come together and work, and they're going to fucking stomp Bitcoin. In my mind, it seems like they're going to allow this to move on, because we got people like Bo Hines and Paolo. They all have their vested interest now in 21. Yeah, guys, be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications to help out the YouTube channel. Guys, I'm going to continue this video on over in the Patreon right now. There are some crazy stuff I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through the elites, secret societies, and dark teachings that rule the world. And then there's this one I got to go through, David Icke in 1991. We're still learning about him. And then from Not Financial Advice, one of his episodes, he goes, an episode of the X-Files about the holy grail of computing, shows 589 on the computer in 3 different ways, and its developers toured with the Grateful Dead. I'm going to go into this right now over on Patreon. I'll meet you over there. Link in the description right now.